Imagine a man known as Emperor Norton, a self-proclaimed Emperor of the United States. Once a successful businessman, he plunged into bankruptcy, then re-emerged on San Francisco's bustling streets, trading his broken dreams for self-proclaimed royal regalia. And the strangest part? The city treated him like a real king. How does a broke nobody become an adored emperor without a throne? Was he a harmless eccentric, a visionary ahead of his time, or a hidden genius walking among gold rush streets? Stick around. We're about to uncover the wild, tragic, and possibly prophetic story of one of America's most eccentric historical figures. Joshua Abraham Norton was born in 1818 in Deptford, England, and raised in South Africa. In 1849, he set sail for San Francisco amid the thrilling gold rush craze. Rumor holds he carried $40,000, a sizable sum at the time, though historians still debate if that inheritance was real or merely a captivating piece of folklore. In the early 1850s, Norton proved himself a savvy merchant and real estate investor. In just a few years, his portfolio grew to an astonishing $250,000, equivalent to several $1 million today, earning him respect among San Francisco's upper crust. But in late 1852, Norton gambled big on a massive shipment of Peruvian rice. He paid $25,000 for £200,000, hoping to corner the market. Instead, rival cargo flooded the city, crashing prices from 12.5 cents to just 3 cents a pound. Litigation followed, ending in a crushing loss at the California Supreme Court in 1854. By August 1856, Norton was utterly bankrupt. Norton vanished from public view until 1857–59, a time of rumored depression and isolation. Then, on September 17, 1859, he re-emerged in the Evening Bulletin with a bold proclamation. "I, Joshua Norton, declare myself Emperor of these United States." This initial decree even called for the dissolution of the U.S. Congress and a convention to amend the Constitution. Was this the act of a man unhinged, or a dramatic rebirth from obscurity, a deliberate expression of pride and purpose in a city yearning for something truly unique? Though he had no throne or crown, Norton fully embodied his title. He donned a striking blue uniform with gold epaulettes, added a peacock-feathered beaver hat, carried a cane, and daily patrolled the city, inspecting sidewalks, cable cars, public works, and even critiquing police uniforms and conduct. He talked policies and current events with passers-by. He walked San Francisco like it was his empire. Norton didn't just dress the part, he ruled. Among his early orders, dissolved the U.S. Congress, citing rampant corruption and partisan strife. In 1869, he even banned both the Democratic and Republican parties for causing division, believing they fractured the nation. Then came perhaps his most astonishing decree. In 1872, he ordered the construction of a suspension bridge from Oakland to San Francisco, across Yerba Buena Island. He even called for a tunnel beneath the bay. Incredibly, that very same alignment later became the Bay Bridge, completed 64 years after his initial decree, and the Trans-Bay Tube, built almost a century later. He also issued whimsical yet impactful orders. For instance, he famously banned the nickname Frisco, threatening a $25 fine for using it, a testament to his unique way of preserving the city's dignity and character. Here's the twist: these edicts, part satire, part sincere, were sometimes profoundly ahead of their time. On one hand, they seem unhinged. On the other, they are downright revolutionary. Norton didn't just issue crazy ideas. He presented them with the gravity and detail of a genuine statesman, engineer, or social reformer, almost a century before his time. Despite, or perhaps because of his eccentricity, San Francisco fell deeply in love with Emperor Norton. He had no formal title, but he enjoyed royal treatment in every sense of the word. He regularly received free meals at upscale restaurants, One famously commissioned a brass plaque proclaiming, "By appointment to His Imperial Majesty." Theatres reserved prime seats for him on opening nights, and when he appeared, people often rose in respectful applause, treating him like a true dignitary. Even the Central Pacific Railroad gave him free passage. Perhaps the most striking proof of his standing came in January 1867, when a zealous private officer named Armand Barbier arrested Norton for vagrancy, labeling him mentally unfit. Newspapers erupted in outrage. The Daily Alta famously declared, "He has shed no blood, robbed no one." The public outcry was so immense that Mayor and Police Chief Crowley had to release him with a formal apology. From that moment on, officers were ordered to salute him in the street, acknowledging his unique, albeit self-proclaimed rank. Raising funds wasn't easy, so Norton found a unique solution. He issued his own scrip, promissory notes ranging from 50 cents to $10, with interest due in 1880. Many shops, bars and restaurants accepted them, not as legal tender, but as novelty currency, a treasured souvenir, or a symbol of affection for the emperor. Today, these rare notes are worth thousands to collectors. So, did San Franciscans genuinely believe he was their ruler? Perhaps not literally, but they certainly loved the idea. He brought warmth, stability, and a splash of whimsical order to a restless, chaotic city. They respected the human dignity Norton represented, his simple benevolence, his gentle kindness, and his sheer courage to embrace a fantastical identity amidst hardship. On January 8, 1880, Norton collapsed suddenly in the rain on California Street, en route to a science lecture. He died shortly after, bringing a sudden, somber end to a bizarre reign. The San Francisco Chronicle eulogized him dramatically. "Le roi est mort, the king is dead." His funeral 2 days later was an extraordinary affair. An estimated 10,000 to 30,000 people, a massive portion of the city's population, lined the streets for 2 miles, creating a solemn, respectful procession. It was an undeniable testament to how deeply San Francisco truly lost a figure they cherished. Norton's unique life and character quickly seeped into the fabric of American culture. His legend seeded stories by literary giants like Mark Twain, inspiring characters such as the King in Huckleberry Finn, and appeared in works by Robert Louis Stevenson. Fun fact, his story even inspired an 1861 comic opera called Norton I. Even today, more than 140 years later, Emperor Norton still rules in spirit. San Francisco actively remembers its beloved eccentric. In 2023, the city officially named the 600 block of Commercial Street Emperor Norton Place, marking where he once lived. In 1939, the Historical Society E. Clampus Vitus dedicated a bronze plaque at the Transbay Terminal, honoring his visionary idea for the Bay Bridge. Though it's moved around, it remains a testament to his foresight. Founded in 2013, actively promotes his legacy, even lobbying to give the Bay Bridge an honorary Norton name. His name is enshrined within the LGBTQ+ community, partly thanks to Jose Saria, who self-proclaimed as Empress Jose I, Widow Norton, symbolizing the acceptance and fluidity Norton represented. So who was Norton really? A charlatan with flair, a harmless clown, or a true visionary whose voice, though cloaked in eccentricity, still resonates in the city he loved? San Francisco embraced him not for his power, but for his heart, his imagination, and his courage to be profoundly different. His story reminds us that sometimes the greatest wisdom can emerge from the most unexpected places. If you found Emperor Norton's incredible story as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe to Hidden History Vault for more deep dives into forgotten American mysteries and eccentric historical figures. Let me know in the comments, how do you see him? As a madman, a genius, or both? And if you've ever visited Emperor Norton Place or seen his plaque, share your story below. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.